By filtering the blood, the major waste product of protein metabolism is urea, which is filtered by the kidney. Okay, I think it is known that the most you consume protein, the most you get your kidneys tired. Okay, you may have kidney failure. Okay, so the most waste product is urea, and it comes from protein metabolism. In addition to filter maintains proper balance, okay, the equilibrium balance of water, electrolytes, and acids in body fluids from the body. So whenever you get extra amount of water, electrolytes, or acids, the kidney or the urinary system is going to eliminate them, okay, to remove the excess fluids, electrolytes, acids, or even the proportion of water, okay? And is called homeostasis, and we have already defined this term. Okay, so it is the internal stability, and it involves continually adjusting to conditions to be maintained, and it is in a way the role of kidneys and urinary system. This is also the mission of kidneys, like hormones like renin, like erythroproteins, and so on. Urine is formed in the kidneys, flows through the urethra, it is stored, okay, so it's stored in the urinary bladder and flows through the urethra and outside the body, and we call this process micturition. Okay, so the micturition is the fact that the urine formed by the kidneys and stored in the urinary bladder is going to flow through the urethra outside of the body. This is micturition, and it is just like in French, c'est la miction. Okay. So here you have the schemes of kidney, okay, on your left, and the whole urinary system on your right. Okay, so we are not getting much details. I'm not going much details. You have cortex, medulla, you have the hilus, en français c'est l'huile, pelvis c'est le bassinet, okay, and so on and so on. Of course, the two kidneys, and you have the ureters, okay, a couple of. You have urinary bladder by urinary meatus ou le meia urinaire. Okay, so it is the opening here of your urinary system. It is urinary meatus. And of course, the kidneys are attached and aorta, l'aorte. Okay. Let's see now cardiovascular system. It is finished with the urinary system. It is just that we have seen together different organs and how are called each of them, and we've seen also the physiological process. Now let's move to cardiovascular system. Nutrients and hormones to act to the appropriate waste removal system. So it is to fill the hormones, okay? It means it transports oxygen, nutrients, and hormones, and to supply body cells in them, okay? And it is to pick up waste products, okay, in parallel, appropriate waste removal systems, which are, of course, you have intestine, okay, to form feces and to get them eliminated, and you have, of course, urinary system. We've just seen it, okay. So it is by filtering the blood and getting the organism rid of urea, for example, okay, as a waste product. The heart tissue, okay, and must have and the prompt. This is essential. It is crucial to heart vitality. The problem is that from the blood it is pumping. So the heart is just like a container, like a pump. So the heart is aspirating blood from the whole body and then pumping it, and it is not possible for the heart tissue to get its needs directly from the blood it is pumping. Okay, it is because it's playing a role of a container of a pump. Therefore, the heart needs to get vessels inside its muscle. Okay, like just like the vessels we have in the brain, inside the brain, inside the other muscles, and so on. So the heart must have arteries that serve the heart are known as coronary arteries. En français, c'est les artères et les veines coronaires. They resemble a crown. Okay, ils ressemblent à une couronne. Therefore, they are called coronary arteries. The coronary veins remove waste. Okay, so you have coronary arteries and you remove waste products from the myocardium. And let's explain, have coronary vein and artery. Okay, where they are going to supply the muscle of the heart, the heart tissue with oxygen and nutrients, and are going to ensure the removal of waste products. Okay, so here, don't be astray on these schemes. I want you just to know that les veines caves are called vena cava, and you have atriums, les deux oreillettes, right atrium and left atrium. Okay, and on the other scheme on your right, you have yes, we can see again the right and the left atriums. Right, you have here the left ventricle, okay, and the right ventricle, which are separated thanks to septum. Okay, a septum, it is a kind of a wall between a muscle. Of course, you have pulmonary veins, sorry, and what is it? Yes, the pulmonary arteries. That's it. So let's explain, at least briefly, the physiology, the cardiovascular physiology. So first, the right atrium receives blood from all tissues except the lungs, of course, from the cranial and caudal vena cava. Oh, vena cava, sorry. Vena cava, it is the plural of vena cava. Vena cava, sorry. So singular, it is with A only, vena cava, and vena cava is the plural with AE. Blood the right ventricle, and this is systemic circulation to the pulmonary artery, which carries it to the lungs for the say it later on, external respiration, okay, to get the exchange between atmosphere and the lungs. Okay, so it is pulmonary circulation. I'm not mentioning much details in this point because we are going to see respiratory system in a moment. The left atrium receives an oxygenated blood because it is coming from lungs through the 4 pulmonary veins, and then the blood flows into the left ventricle, and here it is an oxygenated blood, which is going to, okay, let's read as it is written. The left ventricle receives blood from the left atrium. From the left ventricle's blood goes into the aorta, the body, except the lungs, and it is systemic circulation. And by the end of the cycle, because it is a cycle, blood is returned by the vena cava to the right atrium, and the cycle continues just like this. Okay.